Is this thing on? Is it? Hmm. Hmm. Oh my god, it's green. That means it's working. Hold on, I'm recycling binning some things because I also don't have much storage. Overall, how satisfied are you with File Explorer on Windows? It used to be better. Just like everything in life. Oh, 16 gigabytes. That's perfect. I think this thing is on. We'll wait for confirmation from a Heath Yamia post, but... Oh, I can just check on my phone, huh? Click on that stream. Oh my goodness, I see it. I'm being welcomed to my own chat room. This is big. Look, can I press chat in it? I can. Yippee! Woohoo! That's very exciting. So what are we going to do on stream today? I completely forgot. So we're going to start where we always start, with the tweets. We don't always start here. There's a fucking bug on my screen. Get out of here. Also, it's storming outside, and the room in my house flooded again. So that's very fun. But we said we would be streaming soon. That's very exciting. We did do an Elite RE shitty Chainsaw Man discussion. He feels the need to tweet everything out. Embarrassing. I did indeed rewatch both Chainsaw Man and the movie. And did you see Paris here was making fun of me? I'm pretty sure this is pre-room. Because I said under Elite RE's thing, wow, seriously cool. And he was mocking me, so I don't like that. Also watched a Steins Gate movie. How long has it been since we streamed? Did I talk about that last time? How am I supposed to know these things?
To see, and we're not
Look at Elite RE. Shut up. Look at Elite RE trying to copy my titles. 2 manga readers review thingy. We got a few comments on this. This is very funny. This was clearly a Mushoku Tensei fan because they were mad at me off the jump. So, we had to put them in their place. But it's funny where they're like, oh, I can't wait for this. And I was clearly the one that more agreed with them, but they never apologized to me. So that's very insensitive of this chatter. But then Creedon said like 15 messages, but Creedon's spiraling a little bit. Who knows what Creedon's doing nowadays? This is the only arc to have a movie and feel good. Every other arc is too long for one movie. I feel like this isn't true, but Miller the Killer also said this. So let's go Chainsaw Man arcs. And let's exactly see how much longer this is. Now, why is there a dumb Demon Slayer girl here? Oh, we never finished reacting to that video. That girl's video last time. So maybe we should do that at some point. Public Safety arc. Bat Devil arc. That's my favorite arc. Eternity Devil arc. Since when is this 17 chapters? I guess it is. By 17, I mean like 7. Katana Man. And then we've got Bomb Girl arc. We've got 39 to 52. So what's that? Like 13 chapters? Oh, it says it right here. 14. So 4 whole more chapters. You can't do that in a movie. Don't be ridiculous. But my goodness, you totally could. I have no idea what they're going to do. You would think they would make a movie just because this one has made supposedly $20 billion. And you would think billions of dollars would be important and would be good. The shitty Gun Devil arc is 9 chapters. Nobody cares about this nonsense. And then this ending one is 18 chapters. This would be the weirdest one, because let's say we're just doing movies now. Is it 2 more movies or 3 more movies? I feel like you understate this stuff, which people like. Alita wouldn't shut up about how much he loves this shitty arc and dumb Aki or something and a dumb snowball fight. You reached a 5-stream watch streak for me. My goodness, I'm famous for watching myself over here. I suppose you could just draw this shit out to be forever, right? Or it can be a look-back-sized movie, though I don't think that would go over very well. I don't know. Not my problem. Somebody else will figure it out. But that comment we've just learned is pretty stupid. Now, what's Secondary ENT doing over here? I'm pretty sure our chapter review, the one that didn't have a thumbnail for like the first 20 hours of his existence is indeed doing better than the Elite Ari one. Now, it's probably bolstered by the fact that we just got so many comments on this one. What can I say? The people, they love Elite Ari, they want him to get better. And it is interesting, because half the time I just assume, like, Heath watches these, and maybe one other person. Even though there's 100 views here, like, they all click off after the first 10 seconds or something. Now, analytically, I know that's not true, but that might be how I think about it. So we got a bunch of people I've never heard of saying, I wish Elite Ari was better. You know, it just reminds me that there's many little people out there that do be watching our stream. And isn't that endearing? Wow. But anyway, nobody said anything interesting at this chapter. I know it was a chapter. It sure was. And the Steins Gate movie, I think it has 20 views. That's pretty good. I even tried to clickbait it with Maki Sekurusu in the shower, but there were no good shots of her in the shower, so... like, no good framing shots for a thumbnail. They were all long distance or too close up. But Elite Ari was shitting on this movie in the comment section. It was very insensitive. I didn't appreciate it. I'm doing FIFO now, Kyle. Let's schedule stream for every 3 weeks, champ. What is FIFO? Oh my goodness, fly in, fly out. Is that because Heath lives in shitty Perth or something? That's where they do that? Anyway, you got downtime while you're working in the mines or whatever. Why did I have... oh my god, CeeLo Pilled saw Chainsaw Man and gave it a 4. Let's click on Chainsaw Man here. Miller the Killer Glaze in this movie with his 4.5 stars. Embarrassing. Makima would love Letterboxd. No, she wouldn't. She doesn't like bad movies. Does this count as love bombing? No, that's pretty hilarious, brother. Gorgeous, love it. I love it all. An astonishing direction married with simple yet strikingly told romance. Animation that just sucks you in to this depressively overbearing city. Cool shit that makes the child inside you jump. Fucked shit that makes the child inside you hopeless. Somebody let my boy Denji smile. That boy Denji, such a victim. Whatever will we do to save him one of these days, you know? If only we could. Oh, I already had that open. And Mal. Oh, let's check where it is on Mal. Let's close this. What are we doing here? But yeah, we were Steins gating it up. Oh, Jockey Bacon had maybe his worst intro ever, and he always has terrible intros here, where he played a Donald Trump clip to try and make Elite Ari mad, but Elite Ari didn't even get the joke. Oh, we're at number 2. Wait, I didn't add it to my list. I gotta give it a 7 out of 10 and drag this shit down. Completed. My score. 7. Submit. Yay! I've just seen so many animes. Oh my god, I've seen like 3 of the top 4. No, I mean 3 of the top 5. I know anime. And I've read this shitty manga. Remember when shitty Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was number 1? That's fucking embarrassing. And as we found out from my theater-going experience, anime is mainstream now. So we have to have better representation than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We have to have this free-run show. 28 episodes? What a ridiculous number. What's up with that? Shitty Attack on Titan Season 2 is only 10 episodes, and by Season 2 I mean Season 3 Part 2. This is crazy. So how low is this one falling? Or are we just at the point now where Mal's so big that whatever's new and popular will always be at the top? Manga Mirai? Is that how you buy manga? Did everybody hear that I bought physical Fujimoto manga? I just love supporting authors out here. I did like look briefly. Oh, also the Fujimoto one-shot shit came out. I wonder what that has on Mal. I assume people like it. I saw Elite Ari did a reaction video. An ONA, not to be confused with an OVA. We know Elite Ari falls for it a little bit. Oh my god, an 8.27. That fucking sucks. These short stories suck. Now, I have read the Chickens one. I read that digitally. So I'll have to reread that again in my beautiful physical version. But I was looking at it in the physical version, and I was like, man, I think manga's supposed to be scrolled through. What's this fucking physical nonsense? But I'm sure I'll get over it by the time I get to about page 5. And then I'll enjoy it again. So I can look forward to that. Now, also, I assume these are all going to be 5 minutes, but they're all like 20 minutes. I looked on the Amazon page, which seems ridiculous. Like, that chicken story was like a 5-minute story, I thought. So that's kind of crazy. I guess with Fujimoto, you have to drag everything he does out, even though he's all about punch and quickness. You know, we've seen that shit he Chainsaw Man anime. But that's interesting. I'll probably try and read those books tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to do a bunch of stuff tonight. Oh my god, I'm watching all these videos from this Crash Bandicoot YouTuber where he tries to do the fastest time travels ever. Can't wait to watch this after stream. Oh my god, the Weeb Crew podcast Tokyo Ghoul came out 11 years ago featuring Roger Smith, 2004. I feel like that's a name I remember seeing around. Tokyo Ghoul. That's a crazy thing. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do Claymore this weekend. So that's funny too. I was thinking, because, you know, this is what we love to think about. Where are my Excel spreadsheets? I think I need to be more realistic on our community consumption things. Video ideas, consumption things, whatever. So there's like slots right now, right? There's Elite RE long term, Elite RE short term. There's Jaki Bacon revisits, and there's Mia manga. These are our like 4 categories. I guess we should probably just open a note thingy, huh? Notepad, notepad. Oh my goodness. Don't save. Why does it always open this empty one? We looked at this last time. This isn't interesting anymore. And basically, Naruto is probably not happening till next year. Evangelion is probably not happening till next year. If either of them start this year, it'll probably only be one part. So, hold on. We've got Mia manga. Hold on. You got to have a semicolon or a colon. What are we doing here? Elite RE long term. Elite RE short term. There's also like Elite RE movies, but my goodness, do we not get enough of this motherfucker already? Then we've got Jaki Bacon revisits. And then of course we've got full group. So full group, next is Neon Genesis Evangelion. So that's kind of in stone, and currently we're not doing anything. We did, I think Blaine was the last one. Jaki Bacon revisits. Right now we've got Steins Gate, and we're on Steins Gate 0. But then in the future, potentially, we've got Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, which is probably going to be next. Then for Bacon specifically, we could throw Bakano here, we could throw Bakano down there. I feel like there was one other Bacon thing that we might have revisited. It's not Death Note, because Bacon doesn't want to do that, because he doesn't like Death Note. But Death Note like goes well with like the Full Metal Alchemist Steins Gate like revisits, I think. So maybe that's all we've got there. Now, Elite RE short term is usually the most fun and interesting. So more I'm thinking in the style of Wonder Egg Priority, which was very fun. In this case, we've got basically short anime, is what I'm thinking. So we've talked briefly about Bocchi the Rock, which might be next just because it's easy. There's also, we had another one, but then today I was like, Devilman Crybaby should probably be, maybe even the next one we do. And if we do that, I'll probably force Elite RE to watch those 2 OVAs too, because I really want to watch those. And I've already seen Devilman Crybaby. OVAs. There's one other anime we briefly talked about. For whatever reason, I think Elite RE said no to Sunny Boy or something. I think he might want to watch it on his own. Stupid Elite RE in chat, he is. He's going finance quotes. Oh my god, Elite RE is going to make me talk about how I'm a stockbroker now. I just own so many stocks. Oh no, it's shitty Toei Animation. Oh, it's Toei Animation is on here? This is crazy. But is this a Japanese company? Because, yeah, I don't think I have the, on my Moo app, which is my new stock app, everybody. I've told Elite RE about this in private. He's forcing me to bring this up. So if I look up Toei, I don't think anything's going to come up. Oh, it does. Is it this one? Yes, it is. We'll heart this. But now, can you trade this? No, I don't think you can. I think you can just track it. I think this is just like crypto on this. But there's Toei Animation and then just Toei. But just Toei is a smaller company. Yeah, I know everything, chat, by the way. Wait, Wait, no, actually, Toei, just the company, is a much bigger company. I'll keep an eye on them. They are both massively up. which is probably to do with this movie. Is this movie? No, this movie is Crunchyroll and Sony, right? But Toei owns Shueisha, who owns Shonen Jump. I don't know how these dumb companies work. Though maybe I just can't trade because the market is closed. I don't know. Do you want to see my stocks, chat? I have one Uber stock, a few Take-Two Interactives, TKO, Reddit. I bought Reddit today. That was pretty epic. Drone Shield, whatever that is. This is some military company that uses AI that is specific to Australia that went down 30% or something. And I said, all right, I'll buy that one. I bought some, like, 3 BuzzFeeds today just because it was funny because the price was so low. I bought Brisbane Broncos stock and I bought ANZ stock because that one was down. Now, today, everything in tech went down because Elite already fucked with his computer at work. And so now everybody, the whole global market is dying. Because I got a notification, because Moomoo will send you notifications constantly, and it'll say, tech down, people investing in, what did it have? In value, which I think means, like, real stuff. Like, I saw Coke went up quite a bit. It's like, oh, people want Coca-Cola because they make a drink. You know what's funny is McDonald's is also on here, and it looks like a terrible stock thingy. But anyway, I don't know anything about this really, but look, they're up and up and up. Look, this is when, oh no, this is just today. This is exactly how it works on my thingy. Well, actually, I think there's a 1 day, a 1 month, 1 year option, not a 6 month option. Now, oh my God, they're down big in 6 months. Toei sucks. We hate Toei. Over 5 years, they're pretty good though. 2024, is this Jujutsu Kaisen? I still don't even know if these are the Jujutsu Kaisen Chainsaw Man people. I think they are. And then all. It's always interesting seeing how long the company's been public. So it seems like 2000 was when they went public. Look at this massive spike in 2021. This is definitely Jujutsu Kaisen, right? But it is interesting. That's why I bought Take-Two, because GTA 6 is going to come out at the end of next year, and I assume it's going to go up very high. But we love stocks nowadays. Anyway, back to my mind planning. Alita, what was the other one? How about you be helpful? But I don't remember. But yes, and then Elite long term obviously is Sherlock right now. And it will become Naruto, of course, which is very exciting for everybody. Now, the reason why I started this is because we were talking about Tokyo Ghoul, because obviously with Mia Manga, we've currently got Claymore. Claymore, I think there's going to be 2 more parts. If we record this weekend, there certainly will be, because I doubt I'm going to finish it tonight or tomorrow night. So it's not entirely impossible. Plus, somebody on our most recent Claymore video did recommend us stopping at like 120 or 131, I think, which will only leave 20 chapters for the last part. But that's interesting. I think there's a few other options. We nearly did Tokyo Ghoul, I think. I think we talked about that. And I am kind of vaguely interested in Tokyo Ghoul as like this almost extremely mainstream anime/manga that was from the 2010s that kind of seems like it's died. But every once in a while, it'll like flex its muscle and it'll have like a 1 million viewed YouTube video or something. Another one I've been thinking about is Beastars, because I've always been kind of interested. And there's one other one, like Beastars is kind of the third one. Oh, it's Nana. I always talk about Nana. I saw Nana physically at that bookshop I went to, which was interesting. It is funny because it was just very elucidating. Like in the shopping mall, which is like the biggest shopping mall in like the Brisbane area, there's so many just like anime shops. It's like retarded, and I hate it. It's just like a bunch of nerd shops where it'll be like all Funko Pops and merchandise. And it is funny, you walk past EV Games and there's no games in there, it's just merchandise. Which I remember as a kid, that was like the worst thing when you went to like what seemed like a games shop and it was all like t-shirts and stuff, and you're like, I don't give a fuck about t-shirts, I want to find a video game. And it's funny that that's all shops are now, because obviously that is like a very out of touch thing, and people just, obviously they buy video games digitally right now, right? Nobody buys physical games anymore. There is like 2 retro game shops in there though, and only 1 like modern game shop that is not even really a game shop. But also, when I was in this bookstore, I'm at the back, looking at the classic section because I'm trying to figure out which old book I'm going to buy that I'm not going to read. Am I going to buy Dracula or am I going to buy Shakespeare? I saw The Crucible there and I was like, oh, that's the greatest book of all time. And I'm looking at the George R. R. Martin section to see if they've got anything cool, but it's just Game of Thrones shit. And you're like, this is lame. Where's Windhaven and that other vampire one that I forget the name of right now? But constantly people would go in and they just look at the manga section. And it's hilarious because the manga section is like right at the front. And it's very clear that this is probably financing their whole operation, and people just love weeb shit. It's fucking crazy, and it's frankly disgusting, and we don't appreciate it. But yes, Nana was there. That was wacky. You wanted to do Cyberpunk for some reason. That's right. That is the one that I was missing. It's like a high production Netflix show that's like 12 episodes. And also, me and Aliri's favorite reaction girls always shit on it. I think it won like Anime of the Year at that Crunchyroll Awards, right? I don't know. I feel like it would be a fun one. Bocchi the Rock I'm interested in. It's like a funny show, I hear. So that's probably cool. It's like cool artistically. And pretty cool autistically, if you know what I mean, brother. But I was thinking about, because I think I saw a comment, it was on the In the Pool OST thing, because I was checking it again. Oh, the comment section on that are so funny. Bring it up. Where is it? It's just like this, the one meme Alita said he saw the joke of over and over again, and it just is in the comment section like 3 times in a row with like 1K likes. Oh, this is the video. Fuck this dumb song. And it's just like, yes, this one. Alita was like, oh yeah, this happens all the time. I only find one good movie for every 10 movies I watch too, but one of those movies that changed my life. The Reese movie did not change your life. Kill yourself. But yes, and there's a bunch of can't let the boys know I cried. Nah, they cried too, bro. Can't let the boys know I cried. I don't know what this joke is, but it's annoying. And whenever people refer to their group of friends as the boy, first of all, having a group of friends is the cringest thing I've ever heard in my life. Kill yourself. Grow up. Having them all be boys is even worse. And playing video games and going to see anime movies with them, kill yourself. This is why the women are taking over the world. That's why they're the only ones graduating college. That's why they're the only ones with jobs. That's why they're the only ones getting laid. My man Scott tells me about that all the time, so I don't know if that's like something I've never talked about on stream, right? I think I only talked to Alita about it. But these are the new Destiny. This isn't even it. These are the new guys I listen to for all my political opinions. Why is this coming up? It's not even called The Pivot. Why did I say The Pivot? The Pivot podcast is a thing. Ah, there they are, finally. It sucks because they're like doing live shows right now, and their live show sucks. I don't know why they keep doing this. Well, I know why, because they're selling tickets and making money. But they tell me about stocks and how Donald Trump is bad. And why was I bringing this up? Oh, because I said Scott was telling me about it. He made a book recently that's like the #1 book in the world at the moment, where it was about boys and how they're falling behind. And he says the same talking points over and over again, and it's those 3 talking points. Anyway, I was making a great reference. Base Texas is here, and so is Mr. Gems. This is crazy. What a full chat room we have despite our internet hiccups at the beginning. You don't need these old people to tell you that, Kyle. I can do that for you. Well, Mr. Gems, you better keep me updated. Oh my god, Antonio Inoki's intro theme is so cool. Oh, there it is. And then it's going to get really dramatic in a second. It's going to be really, really epic. Get to the cool part. Oh, the drum's coming in. Oh, that reminds me, I found a new crossword that's really cool. Fight! Oh, and then he said just fight over and over again. Fight! This is 1970s. Fight! Fight! Oh, what was I doing? My crossword. There's like a music crossword. What is it called? Like cross tune? Oh, yeah, it is. I don't like how it autocorrects from my computer just because it's on the same Google account. This could be scary one day. And it's like, so 1D is the first word in the title of this song. Don't worry, it's going to load, chat. In the Pool. I don't know what this song is.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what that song is. Song title. Here we go.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
It's Animals. Hey, shut up, Maroon 5. I don't want to fucking hear you right now. Animals. Oh, this one. This is what, Mo Bamba or whatever? I don't... Oh, is it that? I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Song title, 2 words.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like
This is Dress Up Like Hitler?
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters.
Hipsters. I think this is a Taylor Swift's... Oh, it's 22, huh? It has to be. What is this? 2 Down. I don't know fucking electro songs. And we ain't talking Spider-Man.
My heart at the door.
Sounds like
I
Adele.
won't say a word.
Goodbye. That fits. Wait, no, that's Hello. That's the song I was thinking of.
Count money while it ring, ring, ring. Trap jumping on ring, ring, ring.
Wait, how is this one? How is this? How many 2s are in this fucking song title for this one? We already tried that one. What instrument is playing also a famous ringtone? What's an instrument that starts with M? Microphone. I don't know. This one's a long one. Artist featured on this
It's
T-Pain
5
song.
o'clock in the morning. Conversation got boring.
Oh my god, it's
You
Lily
said you'd
Allen.
go into bed soon, so I snuck off to your bed.
We love Lily Allen. No, go here. I already got that one. Not 23. That's a Miley Cyrus song. That's a crazy small cut. Tell me in chat if you got that one.
My heart at the door. I
Hello.
won't say a word.
That doesn't fit though.
They've all been
I'm not going to be able to get the rest. Yes, reveal. Shut up, shut up. Ali ask. All I ask, I see. Wait. First word in the title, I don't know. Marry Merbra. 212. And I got the rest. See, that's way cooler than a normal crossword, huh? Oh my god, I was watching AMVs. Oh my god, there was a Chainsaw Man AMV to 505 by the Arctic Monkeys, which is very cute. It was just Himino and Aki. And it wasn't very, like, I don't know, it wasn't bad. But it, like, didn't really fit. But I forgot how cool AMVs are for no reason. Look, Aki's waking up, bro. And then obviously there's a big drop in this song. And I can't even remember what the drop was. I don't think it was that cool. Hold on, everybody, get quiet. Oh, yeah. It's kind of cute. It needed a lot of flashing images. I'll tell you what it needed. It needed a dramatic sound cue, as I was telling Elite RE over and over again. But AMVs are cool. Anyway, oh my god, chat was actually commenting on our crossword. Sour, please. I don't know what that means. It's Maroon Monday. Maybe. Elite RE is linking a Destiny tweet. That's not going to be good. Bandle today. What is Bandle? Hold on. It's like Wordle, but a band. Guess the song, one instrument at a time. I'm not good at instruments, but we will do this because I am very excited. Here's a good song. Elite RE is linking one. It's better not be that pool song, Elite RE. I'll kick your ass. I'm so glad we stopped with the crossword stuff. No, it was so fun. Motherfuckers did not have an iPhone in 2012 or something. What does that mean? Oh, it must have been one of those songs. And also, no, I didn't. I think I got my first phone in like 2013, I think. And it was like, I had Androids for a long time. One day I will make a Mushoku Tensei AMV and Kyle will hate it. I will love a Mushoku Tensei one. Oh my god, this is a leader who was trying to tell me there was more than one song in the Chainsaw Man anime, so let's see if I recognize it. This is the one song. This is the instrument. Send one other Chainsaw Man song. Because right now, this is the one. Imagine this playing during the snowball fight! That would be crazy. How do I play? Daily. Drums and synth. Are you fucking kidding me? It's 5:05, right? What do I guess? It's a song we just listened to the AMV for. That's insane. Did maybe this isn't insane. Maybe Mr. Gems just did this on purpose because it was the song we were just listening to and he'd already done this earlier today. That's crazy if that's a coincidence. Oh, that was the Bandle today. Maybe that's exactly what Mr. Gems was saying. Never mind. No, I didn't know that was going to happen, Lamau. That's insane. This isn't that popular of a song. Well, I guess 704 million views is kind of a lot. But that is crazy. I just want to see all the instruments. When they do it live, they do get two guitar guys on there. Oh my god, nuts with the voice. Or the voice cover, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what instruments mean. Oh, that's cute. And it is the drop, too. Hold on, I want to do another one, just because I'm not going to get it. Play... Oh, free pack, movie soundtracks, greatest hits. 6 songs, A Taste of Bandle. Oh my god, we got 6 songs free. 2011, a lot of views. Hard Part 4. I don't know. Press play. Sounds like a Devilman Crybaby song. ...2011 is like LMFAO, right? Oh, now I'm getting like Britney Spears. It's not like Toxic, is it? Just let me click on the next one. Wait, no, I recognize it. It is LMFAO, right? It's Party Rock, right? I got it. I'm a genius. I know everything. We're going until we get one wrong. Correct lyrics. Bonus round. No, leave me alone. I don't like that song. Give me another one. 2019. Not as many views. This sounds like Taylor Swift to me. Oh no, it's the Dumb Light song by The Weeknd. I don't really know what the actual name of it is. Can I just look up Weeknd? What? Blinding Lights, that's the one. You'd think that song would have more. Hey! Didn't I already? Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I gotta click back and then I gotta click this one. 1983. Now we're talking. Eye of the Tiger. Organ and strings. Hold on. I recognize it. Oh, it's The Police. It's a Soprano song. Wait, no, it's I'll be watching. Just put The Police in. Every Breath You Take. I just know everything about music. You know, I'm famous. I'm famous for my music knowledge, frankly. That's what the people they know me for. My top music list. 2013. 4.2 billion. I might recognize it. Oh, it's Counting Stars. I should, for getting them all right, I should be able to play one extra one. No, it's a Pink Floyd song. Money! Wait, no. It can't be, that's not the right year. sounds like it though, huh? 69. So if it was in Mad Men, it'd be in season 7. I think I'll get it. It's like the happy right? I don't know what that song is called. Is that the Turtles song? Yeah, it is. It's Happy Together, isn't it? No, I was wrong. Is it Sweet Caroline? I think it is. I didn't know that song was that old. I thought that was like an 80s song, I guess. This is the last one, I promise, chat. Oh, it's the Billie Eilish song, right? It's Bad Guy. I'm just so good at life, you know. Fuck anime. It's now music guessing games. Oh my god, Elite RE. Oh, I didn't click on the Destiny one. I'm so glad. Oh, we already read all that shit. I don't know. I didn't know this. Oh, I already read that one too. Now we gotta look at this Destiny tweet for some reason. It better be funny, I'll tell you what. What could he have said that was interesting today? Oh no. I don't want to watch this at all. Why is Mr. Mutant tweeting the whole video? No, I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. This is a girl that Dusty doesn't like, that he ran into in public. Isn't that very exciting? I don't want to see it. I can't handle the cringe. Ugh. So what are we doing on stream today? Oh, I plan to talk about Crash 4 a little bit, because I've played like 4 or 5 levels now, and I don't think I like it very much, which is interesting. But I feel like the only person that would find that even remotely interesting is Nilla the Killer, and they're not here right now. But anyway, Tokyo Ghoul, probably not. I think we would read Nana if we did a next one. Remember Wonder Egg Priority? That was a funny show. I like the idea of doing Full Metal Alchemist with Bacon next. I think that's a pretty good idea. There's also a bunch of like outstanding ones, like Uzumaki is still something I would really like to do. I don't know who wants to do that. I don't know if me and Elite Ori could get away with just doing that. Bakano is another one. That would probably slot well into the Bacon revisits. But I think everybody watching that show would be fun. And there's other things too, but whatever. Collab's like the funnest. And also me and Elite Ori got some movies to do. You know, we might do that David Lynch one soon. And we got to get back to X-Men. That's very important. X-Men is very fun and engaging. We can't wait to watch X-Men Origins Wolverine. First Class and The Wolverine. I think they're the next ones. I remember back when we did it last time, Alito really didn't want to do part 2 because he didn't want to watch The Wolverine again because he had watched it too recently or something. I wonder if that's changed at all. Probably not, I would imagine. In the Sea Extended? That's not even the name of the song, idiot. I swear I had other ideas for stream today, but I'm blanking on them all. Look at all this fucking shit. This consuming thing, looking at it just makes me angry. Oh, I did read like 2 pages of the first Dunk and Egg book because I probably should read it. Because it's only like 80 pages or something crazy. I should definitely read it before the show comes out. When does that show come out? Dunk and Egg release date. Actually, it's called The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's January the 18th. And I saw Fallout got a proper trailer today. Fallout Season 2. Oh shit, that's this year. I forgot about that. That's in 3 days. Don't worry, Alita. You'll catch up before the last episode comes out, you know? On February. The week before, we'll watch that shit. Alita, he's got another link for us. My goodness. What an engaged chatter he is. Quiz, how well do you know Chainsaw Man? How potential spoilers for volumes 1 through 20. So this is very scary. What is the name of the protagonist of Chainsaw Man? What a question. Now, Elite already sent this to us. So it might say Asamitica, but that would be retarded, so we'll never answer that. Oh my god, it's not showing us the answers right away. So at the beginning of Chainsaw Man, we see Denji with an orange dog-like creature he calls Pachita. What devil is this? Well, we don't really know. Oh my god, is it the Eraser Devil? That would be pretty funny. What food does Denji dream of eating at the beginning of his story? Toast with jam, of course. Early in Chainsaw Man, Makima assigns Denji to a partner who turns out to be a friend. What fiend is she? The Blood Fiend. I didn't even really properly read that line, so... What devil does Himino have a contract with? The Ghost Devil. These are really engaging questions. How many hybrids does Denji encounter? Oh, shit. We just went from 0 difficulty to 10 difficulty. Now, first of all, they're called Devilman. And second of all, I'm assuming we're not including Denji. Wait, he just encounters all of them, right? But how many is there? It's more than 3, so actually this is a very easy question. What's the name of the devil that Kobeni has a contract with? It was never revealed. Isn't that crazy? On November 18th, the Gun Devil appeared. How many people died when it attacked? I have absolutely no idea. I think this is like the second time, right? This isn't the first time. I literally don't know. I feel like it's not 57,000. But because there's 2 millions, that would lead me to believe that it's either one of the millions. And 1.2 looks like the sexier number. What is the Chainsaw Man's unique ability that makes it feared by other devils? It can erase, it absorbs, it resurrects, it can create, it erases. What's the name of the devil that Makima is revealed to be? The Famine Devil, the Mother Devil. She's actually just a human with a lot of devil contracts. The Control Devil. How does Denji defeat Makima in part 1? He stabs her in the heart? Kinda. He eats her. He does do that too. He doesn't. He lets her live. He decapitates her. He eats her. I'm assuming it's the right level. Oh, what year? Thank you, Elite RE, for telling us it's 19... I think he says part 2 is in 1997, but this is the closest one to being correct, so we're going to say it's this one. What is the name of the school Denji and Asa attend in part 2? East Public Safety Academy, Tokyo Central High, 4th East High School... Kita 4th High School. I don't think public safety is in the title. Since there's 2 with 4, it has to be one of these, and I don't think I remember the word Kita, so I'm going to go 4th East. See, I'm using the quiz against itself here to figure out the answers. What is the name of the devil that Asamita is the host of? The War Devil, of course. After Makima dies, the Control Devil reincarnates. That would be, of course, the Great Naita, who is not dead. Who does the War Devil hate? Pachita, Denji, everyone, Asamitica. Well, everyone, but probably Pachita is the correct answer. The War Devil and the Control Devil have 2 other sisters. What are they? Famine Devil. And who knows if they're specifically older? And what's the other one? Where's the other one? The War Devil and Control Devil have 2 older sisters. What devils are they? Oh, Death Devil. That was weird how it was at the bottom. War, Control, Famine, and Death are all siblings. What are they referred to as? The 4 horsemen, right? It's not even horsewomen. What is the power of Fami? She has the power to create famine whenever she wants. She has the power to control... When was this made? She has the power to induce extreme hunger in people. The power to control anyone who is hungry. She has the power to create famine when... I don't think any of these are true. We'll go, she has the power to control anyone that's funny. I mean, hungry. How many questions is this? This isn't engaging at all. Well, now, I'm getting spoiled them out. Well, Mr. Gems, cover your ears. That was Mr. Gems, right? It was. What is the prophecy we had told about the great king of Tower to spend in this one? What is the name of Aki's younger brother? I don't give a fuck. I think it's this one. Who was number 1 in the first official Chainsaw Man popularity poll? I don't remember, so I'm going to intuit that it wasn't Denji. Was it Aki? Was it Yoshida? We're going to go ahead and say Denji, despite what I just said. In part 2, Yuri is revealed to be the mother of two devils. Who are they? It's Gun Devil and Tank, right? How many fiends are there in Chainsaw Man? That's the most insane question anybody's ever asked. It has to be 10 or more, right? Shark Fiend, Violence Fiend, Blood Fiend. I think there's 2 in the lesbians. She's the Spider Devil, not the Spider Fiend. The fact that I'm struggling to remember, there's the one fiend at the very beginning they kill. We're including part 2 too. There's like the nail fiend or something, right? So we're at 7. There's really not a lot of fiends in part 2, right? So I'm leaning towards either 7 or 10. But because there's not a middle one, and 7 and 10 would be the middle ones. Let's say 10. How many hybrids are there in Chainsaw Man? Well, earlier we said 6. But that's not an option here. So we maybe got that question wrong. But that was the most... There's not more in part 2, right? That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, but we also weren't including Denji there. And if there's one more, then 8 would be the best answer. When was the first Chainsaw Man anime's trailer released? It came out at the end of 2022, right? So would you say January 2022? When was the first episode? Well, that was the end of 2022. Oh. No, yeah, it was. When was the Chainsaw Man movie announced? It was a long time ago, right? So we're going to say 2023 because I feel like I remember this when I was in New Zealand. And I remember it was Elite RE streams, but I remember Elite RE, I was behind on Elite RE streams and I caught up on all of them at the end of the trip. So that would lead me to this one. But then it could have just been an old stream I saw. But I'm going to say December. In the Bomb Girl arc, where does Denji first meet Reese? A telephone booth. What devil is this girl? When was this quiz made? The Famine Devil. Final question. What is this girl's name? Never Given? Oh. I'm going to say Never Given. 84%? How do I see which ones I got right? Answers. Correct. How many hybrids were there in part 1? Or which one was correct? This is just wrong, right? Like he fights them all at the end. I suppose if I scroll up, it'll say it over here. Wait, I don't understand. Wrong, I was right. Oh, the 1.2 was correct. Correct. I only got some wrong at the end, it looks like. I'm a genius. Who was it? I want to know who the popularity poll, who the winner was. How many fiends were there in Chainsaw Man? Thanks for telling me the right answer, babe. Hybrids were there in Chainsaw Man? 8 was correct. The trailer date was incorrect. The movie announcement, oh no, the first episode and the movie announcement I got right. Famine Devil was correct. I don't know what that girl's name was, but she did make Denji come out of his Makima haze, so we can all appreciate that. Anyway, I'm a genius, you know. Let's tier list. Oh, I think I'm going to try and make one good secondary ENT video that's not scripted, but half scripted a week. I think I should still make one on that girl that got bullied. Oh, we were going to react to the rest of her video. I think I'll just rewatch the video on my own time. I don't think we really want to do that. Unless you really want to, chat. Oh, there was some videos, I think, but I completely... Let's just briefly look at the playlist. Oh, just taking forever to load, huh? Oh, this is not what I wanted. Oh my god, I didn't even see this notification, but they took my Sopranos copyright issue. This isn't gonna dox me, is it? Monetization, visual. They found Sopranos footage in here? See details. Uh-oh. The whole video. Interesting. I was a bit liberal with how long the clips were, but I definitely want to make more Sopranos videos in the future. So, I should be aware of this, I think. Cannot be monetized in all these countries. Uh-oh. What can you do? Take action. Or I can fuck with the footage a little bit. Interesting. I gotta think about that, I guess. That's upsetting. I was making so much money on my 400 viewed Sopranos video. Let's see. I think Griffith is at 1.1 million now. Oh, no, nearly. But anyway. I was trying to look at my actual playlist, you fucking loser. So how about you take me back? Oh, I must have clicked on your videos. 2025 video essays. We're certainly not making a video essay video this year, or we're going to pretend to do it. Fuck off, battery saver. Oh, I watched this whole video, how an FBI agent infiltrated the KKK. Which is funny, because that's not really what this video is about. It's about him infiltrating a bikie gang and like a racist group that was much worse than the KKK. And there's like 2 minutes in the middle about how he did join the KKK, but then basically it was like, well, there's not anything interesting really going on here, so we're going to go send you to a different white nationalist group. And that one was kind of scary. That was cute. That was a good video. That was very engaging. Remembering why I love Chainsaw Man. Why didn't we react to that video? Sounds cool. Should we? Really quick. Where was it? Let's see if this video is dumb or not.
Chainsaw Man needs no introduction.
It's a girl!
It's a series that has been explosively, no pun intended, popular since its inception. Before it even had an anime, the manga was being talked about online ad nauseum to the point where spoilers were like landmines, even before we knew what the first anime opening sounded like. When the anime did air in October of 2022, the series just kept snowballing to even greater heights. It got to the point where even my 8-year-old brother knew who Chainsaw Man was, despite not watching the show, thank God. He must have seen him on TikTok or something, I don't know.
8-year-old boys and teenage girls should not be watching Chainsaw Man. It's not good for them.
The point remains, the series was able to break out of the niche anime circles, pulling in a much wider audience. The source material for the anime was fantastic, so of course the anime ended up being really good. However, many fans felt that it was lacking a certain spark. As someone who decided to immediately pick up the manga after finishing the anime, I instantly understood the people who were critical of how the anime was handled. Fujimoto's drawings are captivating. Every stroke of his pen indicates motion.
And the anime fucking sucks.
His exaggerated expressions paired with the comedic timing make for an endlessly entertaining read.
True. Where was the comedy?
And a lot was lost in the transition from manga to anime. The director of the anime,
True. Did you see that terrible anime?
Expressions paired with the comedic timing make for an endlessly entertaining read.
Let's
and
look
a lot
again.
was
Look at all this shaking and motion we've got here. We love motion in our manga.
lost in the transition
And
from
really,
manga
when anime lacks motion, that's really where it falls
to anime.
apart.
The director of the anime, Ryu Nakayama, chose to go for a very gritty, realistic depiction of Chainsaw Man, with
So Elite Ari says.
the main issues people bring up being the washed out colors, art style differences, and heavy use of CG, just to name a few. It wasn't a bad adaptation by any means, but it was certainly lacking something integral, the feeling you get while reading the manga, the Fujimoto-isms, so to speak. I've been caught up with the Chainsaw Man manga for over a year, reading the new chapters whenever they're released alongside everyone
Is
else.
anybody else truing right now?
Seeing people discuss them online, seeing the discourse develop, seeing people
Oh, she's seen people discuss them online. I bet she's a big fan of me and Elite Ari then.
displeasure toward Part 2 in real time. Almost all of people's distaste towards Chainsaw Man Part 2 seems to revolve around Denji's character, and personally it's hard to blame them for that, especially reading something in small snippets every
This
week.
is actually about my... This is extremely relevant to my great video I'm making. Why women... What was that? Bochi's censorship controversy? Was that why women love anime censorship or something? Why women love
It's
this
rare
fan
to see an
service anime? Oh,
ecchi
okay. I thought maybe this was like a right-wing channel or something for a second, because I also saw the Bochi the Rock controversy. Oh, did you see the recent Twitter controversy where, like, Mappa got accused of using AI because a hand they drew looked weird? And then there was, like, some Japanese animator guy that quote tweeted and said, "This is not AI, retard." And they said, "You're just covering, pussy." That was pretty good. Sell Your Body or Die, Perfect Blue. Is that what that movie was about? I can't recall. It was boring. I don't know, this seems like an interesting channel. 44k subs is pretty cool.
Or every other week with multiple breaks in between on top of it all, it's really hard to keep the big picture of the arcs in focus. Denji specifically deals with addiction, and it's an uncomfortably realistic portrayal. When it
Denji's addicted to sex, did you know?
seems like Denji's improving, finding meaning in his life outside of romance and sex, then suddenly falls back
Oh, it's about meaning.
into the same patterns. It's extremely frustrating from a viewer standpoint. It feels like all
True, he said, fuck Naita, I want to get my dick
his
sucked. That
arcs
was
have been wasted
hilarious.
time. All that has happened to him didn't matter because he'll always regress into his old habits. If you've ever dealt with an addict, you'll recognize that feeling. But like I said, the disappointment we feel while watching Denji is a perfect
It is so funny that people, and I guess women can get away with this more because I would believe it if they weren't like this too, but Denji is just like, he's just like a guy, and that's like the point. And it's like a very normal thing, but constantly people are like, he's an addict, he's an abused person, like this is why he behaves the way he does. When like, obviously the funniest part of the commentary is that he's just like me for real. It's like the whole point. But I guess if you're a girl, it's more understandable for you to see an honest portrayal of malehood and be like, this disgusting moron is addicted. That's why he's a bad guy. And it's like, no, it's just all men.
creation of watching someone you care about fall back into their old vices, be it alcohol, gambling, smoking, etc. That isn't to say part 2 is perfect. It's already gone on way longer than part 1 did, and it feels like it's accomplished a lot less within that time frame. I still like the series, but I haven't been captivated by it in a long time, and it's hard to brush off that nagging feeling of stagnation. I mean, I'm in for the ride. I boarded the Chainsaw Man train a while ago, and I'm not getting off, but that doesn't mean I have the same enthusiasm for the series that I once did. Then I saw the Reize arc movie. I remember reading the Reize arc and liking it, but because of the way the manga keeps moving at such a fast pace after the arc ends, it doesn't give you much time to linger. That's one of the reasons making this arc a movie was
True, that's why that power scene is so good.
such a genius idea. Reize is an extremely important character to not only Denji, but Fujimoto himself. Fujimoto has stated multiple times that he's been obsessed with the idea of a character called Reize, created stories in his head that revolve around a girl called Reize, and she was his favorite.
Hold on. I'm going to be in love with this girl. Who is your favorite character? Reese? Yuck! It's fun to draw her. It's a challenge for me to draw a cute girl, not in the sense of moving a character, but as a standalone drawing. Actually, the res chapters were inspired by the anime movie Rinro. Sounds like I'm being racist, chap, but that's just what he said. It's not what I was trying to type, and I don't even think I've spelt it right. Go away, tier list. We abandon you. Oh my goodness, Wait, I've seen this image before and I assumed it was like a movie from recently, not from 1999. I've seen this poster a lot. But I know nothing about this at all. This is interesting. Thriller action. Is set in authority in post-war Japan after the saga's alternate history where Nazi Germany won World War II, occupied Japan, a member of the Allies in this. Interesting. It's got a 3.9 on Letterboxd. What's the cover image going to be? It's just those guys again. Seems like we like these Nazi soldiers or whatever they are. Been thinking about this film a lot in relation to Mishima's work. I don't know who this is. Who is this guy? Are we supposed to know this guy? Never Made Nothing. Interesting. The Wolf Brigade, directed by Mamoru Oshii. That's not who it was just said it was directed by. That's the Ghost in the Shell guy. Of course, I also combined other works that influenced me, but I was most conscious of this one. If you reread Res version with that in mind, you might actually notice things about it. Then there's Typhoon Club, directed by something. I really like that coming-of-age movie. There's a bad guy in it. Probably
Favorite
the
character for a
Typhoon
while
Devil.
before Denji ended up claiming that spot. In a way, Reize is Denji's foil. There aren't many characters in the series who can relate to Denji in the same way that Reize can, even though she puts up a facade that she's a totally normal high school girl. Reize's personality, mannerisms, speech patterns, her laugh, all of it was manufactured to appeal to Denji, who, despite pledging himself to Makima at the beginning of the film, easily falls for Reize after only a day. Reize lulls not only Denji, but the audience into a false sense of serenity. She's electric to watch on screen. Her every word leaves you hanging and wanting more. Her character design is obviously very cute. She has a girlish flair to match her giggly high school girl persona, but with enough edge to set her apart from others. Despite her chosen personality being very bubbly and open, her design features hair that covers up a lot of her face, which symbolizes her lack of sincerity and the hiding of her real self. Power has a similar
Character design analysis.
hairstyle, but the reason for Power's hair being in her face is more to do with the fact that she's a messy / slobby character, not that she necessarily has something to hide. Reize's choker is also a very inconspicuous design choice, a cute accessory to match a stylish character, something that a
Joker, brother.
normal high school girl would wear. The choker
Oh my god, we got chatters. What do you think about the GameStop situation? What's the GameStop situation? I don't know. Oh, the stock stuff? I don't know. I saw it and it was oddly still like the stock is selling for or shares are selling for $30, which is a lot bigger than some other companies that you would think. I think it's bigger than Sony, which is kind of crazy. But I'm not reading this shit now. Destiny made a manifesto about that one time, and I remember watching it and not taking in any of the information and thinking it was boring as fuck. The There's no nipples in the Chainsaw Man universe. At least we've never seen them. That is true. That is unfortunate. Is there a law reason why Rose didn't? Oh, well, there we go. That's why Eliori said that.
Matches her somewhat emo design and gives her an ethereal beauty, an air of elegant maturity, but not so much that she
It's
feels
an
too out of
e-girl
reach.
design.
Reze's eyes are the most interesting of all, a bright emerald green that cuts right through you, eyes that are impossible to look away from. Reze's whole life has been a performance, a test. She was made to be a super soldier from the Soviet Union, a child trapped in a room undergoing rigorous training, so she can kill, dismember, and deceive. She's incredibly smart enough to know that her life sucks, to the point where she laments about Denji not being able to live a normal life and go to school like a normal 16-year-old kid, which ironically applies to her even more so. Despite never going to school, similar to Denji, she invites him to enter high school with her after dark, so he can see what it's like. At this point, Reze could have killed Denji a number of times, and especially at the school, he was totally smitten by her. But instead, she savors each moment of happiness with him, draws it out, enjoys it herself. When the psychotic serial killer guy crashes her party and she's forced to disengage with her helpless schoolgirl persona and become a ruthless killer again, it's soul-crushing. The fun she's having with Denji isn't her reality, this is. When she sings the nursery rhyme-sounding Russian song, the film lingers on her complete disassociation.
You mean the nursery rhyme Russian-sounding song? Or not Russian-sounding?
The pool scene was my favorite moment from the manga, and that hasn't changed when watching this. The thing that changed, however, is how much it was improved upon. There are only a few pages for the entire
Yuck! You can't
Yeah, the
improve on manga. Manga's
but the movie
perfect.
adapts it as cinematically as possible. We get a deep feeling of the euphoria the two are experiencing, the way
Do I
Denji
remember the Denji feet running
falls into the
shot?
water, bubbles exploding around him. The two are naked, vulnerable, particularly Reze, who can't even use her explosions in water. Despite that, it was her idea to do this with Denji, something completely unnecessary to her plan. She could have deepened their connection in a number of different ways that didn't make her completely susceptible to an attack. The water is animated beautifully and made me think about its meaning within the story, since being submerged in the ocean is very relevant to the ending of the film. Water is an agent of chaos and destruction, but also the bringer of life, purification, and rebirth. The dichotomy suits Reze nicely, a character who is both literally an atomic bomb, but also the reason Denji feels true happiness, a country mouse forced to work in the city. The country mouse versus city mouse hypothetical is one of the most important questions posed in the series. A country mouse gets freedom but no guaranteed food, and a city mouse gets food but no guaranteed
What would the Great Chainsaw Man be without a mouse metaphor? You
freedom.
gotta
Lack
ask
of freedom
yourself
could
that
mean a number of
question.
different things, including death, and while Reze tells Denji that she would definitely choose to be a country mouse, Denji feels the opposite, and it's not hard to see why. Hunger was the driving force behind Denji's actions in the very first chapters of the series. On the other hand, Reze hasn't enjoyed a single moment of freedom her entire life. The answer to the question is that being a mouse means a life of suffering. Wherever you live, you're the bottom of the food chain. Denji eventually realizes that being under Makima's thumb would only bring him misery, even if she did provide him with food and shelter. And Reze ends up giving up her freedom to be with Denji instead of escaping to the country like she's always dreamed of, a choice that leaves her in a dark alleyway in a pool of her own blood. Unlike Reze, Denji wears his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't know how to lie, he always does what he wants, always follows his heart. He's not very smart, he's naive, but he carries with him an empathetic side. The side that let him befriend Pochita, the side that Aki and Power come to love about him. Reze is the same, even
I
though
guess.
she was supposed to only be a killing robot that follows orders, she found herself forming a real connection with Denji, one she couldn't shake even after trying to kill him. Reze and Denji grew up not having a real childhood, being abused and taken advantage of, but they still kept their humanity through it all, even as devils. Reze falls prey to the same love she tried to use as a tool against Denji, letting go of her ticket to freedom in order to see him again. In the beginning of this video, I talked about not feeling captivated by Chainsaw Man in a while, and while I think Fujimoto is an obvious genius, perhaps the Shonen Jump schedule was getting to him. This film reawakened my passion for the series, the art,
That's perhaps why the art has fallen off.
the animation, the color design, the
Reese is not an atomic bomb. Thank you, Leo.
or it really felt like the manga had come to life, enveloped me, made me a part of Chainsaw Man's world. The weird, off-kilter charm of the writing, the characters, the themes of surveillance, control, humanity, and love, all of it came together to form one of the best theater experiences I've had in a while. Even writing this, I want to go back and watch it again. I'm not sure where the manga is headed, but despite any doubt
Oh,
that
I love Asamitika.
cross my mind about the series, I'll always stick by it. Even if Fujimoto kills off every good character, even if he doesn't finish the series for 10 more years, I'll keep
Man, he needs to stop killing off those characters in part 2.
reading it. I'm looking forward to season 2 of the anime more than ever, and if you only see one good movie for every 10 you watch, this one is the kind that can change your life.
Wow, that's like the meme.
Hey ho, Mimi or the Frog here. I seriously wasn't gonna make a video on the Reze movie because my last video was also about an anime movie and it performed so badly. I probably only made like $2 off it, if that. But I watched the movie and yes, it's as good
I, chat, make millions of dollars off of my videos, and that's why you should envy me and respect me. Hey, I'm trying to close a video here. That video was okay. It is interesting that this didn't get very many views. It's a good title. I think it's a relatively good thumbnail. It's about a relevant topic. Though again, I am a little... To me, the Chainsaw Man movie came out this week. When actually it did come out like 2 weeks ago, huh? Or maybe even more. Trauma changes you. Togepi was another one me and Elitori might have done. I don't know if Elitori cares to still do the manga. Now that it's like finished. I don't know. I saw the end of Evangelion in theaters. Vlog and thoughts. I love Shinji Ikari. Personally, I'm a big fan. Oh my god, we've still got 14% remaining. We have like 5 minutes left. The one anime we've seen this year, One Direct Priority. Everybody, we love it. Well, we did rewatch a few. Wait, did I never even put Chainsaw Man in the grey, let alone the blue yet. I sort of abandoned this Attack on Titan end of year dream, huh? Attack on Titan's fucking boring. Anybody else notice that? Fucking sucks. Yamada's first time. Now, that's an anime we need to rewatch. Alidori challenged me to rewatch it and still say I liked it. A very foolish challenge on his part. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, yeah, me and Mia have to do the Claymore anime, too. I forgot. Anyway, that video was not okay. Oh, no, it triggered Alidori. He did not like that video. He said it was very bad. Oh, this shitty Connor Eats Pants video that I got up. Remember Die Buster? That was the greatest anime. I'm singing it right now. Berserk changed my life forever. Why are all video essays the same? And why, when that young lady made one that was different, was she so attacked and besmirched? It's very upsetting, frankly. Does Charlie XCX know her lyrics? No, that must be where the clip is from, where she says she doesn't know them, and it's a funny clip. The average Chainsaw Man fam, Barham Bridge. The average Chainsaw Man, what does that mean?
Yo, I know this one didn't win the poll.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's red here with this Bareem video. I know this one didn't win the poll.
Bareem?
And that the Death Devil video was the winner. I just don't really care. I mean, technically, both of these characters were erased, so...
True, run a poll and fuck
Who
them.
really
That's
cares?
what I
And
always
just
say.
saying, I did say that the Death video would be worked on by today's chapter if we have a break week, which I kind of hope that there is a break week. Anyways, make sure to comment down below about what you think about Barem.
Me too,
or
brother,
Bareem.
me
I don't
too.
really know which one is correct until we get part 2 animated, and yes, part 2 specifically, because his name doesn't appear in part 1. And I'm gonna say Bareem because I'm used to it, and I don't really care if you think it's wrong. Anyways, make sure to hype up
Oh,
this video.
this guy's
I'm pretty sure there's a
great.
feature that you do by
Oh my
swiping
god,
from the
hype up
bubble
the
to get into
video.
the hype section. Please hype up this video. It'll help me and this video reach out to many other people, and it's free for you to easily do so. Not to mention that you could do this for other channels and future videos of mine for free. If you want to do
Oh
something
my
else
god, he's even sharing the love to other channels.
that's also free, why not subscribe to help me reach 2K sometime soon? If like 500 of you new viewers subscribe, you can easily help me reach 2K and many more. But
it's
enough
true.
chilling, this party's getting crazy. Let's rock. So this video will contain spoilers for at least up to chapter 219, even though I already spoiled something in the beginning, but
That's
whatever.
crazy.
It's just a little warning for you anime onlys / those
Bro,
who
it's a
haven't caught up on
10-minute
manga.
video
So,
intro
how does
like
this
your
video
old
go?
videos.
Well, the first section
Long intros, introducing yourself are very important. I like them a lot. I'm very invested in this guy now.
will be on Bareem himself, and then the next section will be on the role he plays in the story, and finally, his potential future. So, let's get into Bareem. Well, how does Bareem come to existence? Well, we don't know. Some assume and speculate that he's American and fought in Vietnam for the U.S. as the U.S. implanted the heart of the flamethrower devil inside of him. Because, you know, the U.S. did a bunch of messed up shit in
True,
Vietnam
they did
and
use
used a whole lot of
flamethrowers in
flamethrowers.
that
So
war.
it wouldn't really surprise me if that's the case. Anyways, aside from being the
Looks like an Asian fella to me,
flamethrower
though.
hybrid, he, alongside Miri, the whip, and spear hybrids, first appeared at the end of part 1 in the fight against Pochita. And we didn't really get to see anything about Bareem aside from being a John Travolta lookalike. Well, we
Oh my god.
did have people speculate, especially after he appeared in part 2, that maybe he wasn't being mind controlled by Makima and just fully served her because of the way everyone was glazing her and competing to try to go on a date with her. However, Bareem was like, everyone really loves Makima and stuff. And while it's very interesting, Bareem directly stated that he was under Makima's control and that he didn't actually remember the fight between Makima, the hybrids, and Pochita. Well, unless he's lying. But yeah, this just leads into Bareem in part 2. Here, he's actually a pretty great character and actually got a personality. We see that Bareem is kind of cocky and smug and somewhat playful in a sadistic type of way. Bareem also kind of worships Makima, like he's really, really obsessed with her. He's like a reflection of Denji. I mean, all hybrids are. Well, at least the ones with actual personalities and the ones that people actually care about. Sorry, Whip Hybrid Official, who I see reply in a bunch of Chainsaw Man Twitter posts. But at least Whip has a fan. I don't think anyone likes Spear, that failboat lookalike MFer. Anyways, Bareem is like if Denji never got
He
up,
kind
but
of
at
looks
least
like
Whip
the stone guy, and the stone guy was really cool.
as a fan, I don't think anyone likes Spear, that failboat lookalike MFer. Anyways, Bareem is like if Denji never got over Makima and wished that he was still under her control. Well, Denji probably never got over Makima, seeing as Nayuta had Makima's hairstyle, but at least Denji isn't obsessed with her in the way Bareem is. Bareem is also a pretty horrible guy. Like, aside from working with the Death Devil, he was a reason Pochita
What do you think Denji would say in the next chapter if somebody asked him about Makima? Would be kind of interesting, huh? I guess he'd probably be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that girl, I don't really care anymore, because Denji's cool like
came
that.
out twice. That's one more time than Makima. Like, Bareem burnt Denji and Nayuta's apartment with all their pets inside, including this talking dog, Tiramisu, and Meowie. And that's also not all.
The great
To seal the
Meowie's
deal,
still
Bareem showed
alive,
Denji
don't worry.
Nayuta's decapitated head and probably made him think that he was
Yeah,
eating her as
sure,
sushi,
brother,
like how
sure.
Denji ate Makima. And the second time Pochita came out, I think it's a mixture of Yoru coming and this, Bareem burnt Yoshida, in which Denji was coming to realize that Yoshida wasn't actually such a bad guy and that he might have actually been one of his only remaining
I forgot he burned him. That's funny.
friends. But why did Bareem do this? Well, that's where I'm heading on to right now. What is Bareem's role? Well, for the role he had in the story was that of the one who does the dirty work. Bareem is basically the fall guy for Death. He's essentially Death's pawn. All of Death's pawn's video, huh? Maybe. Anyways, Bareem did all the dirty work for Death. He tried to get Denji to join the Chainsaw Man Church with the help of Miri. Bareem threatened to kill Asa because Denji wasn't going to join them and have Chainsaw Man come out. Bareem burnt down Denji and Nayuta's apartment with all their pets. Bareem was implied to have killed Nayuta, or maybe it was a crowd of people, but Bareem did show off Nayuta's head to Denji, and Bareem burnt Yoshida, which probably finished Yoshida off. Do you really think that all of that was because Bareem planned it all? No.
People really think Makima died, not Makima, Nayuta died because her head got cut off. Don't be ridiculous.
I believe that it was all part of Death's plan. She obviously wanted Pochita / Chainsaw Man out for her plans. Like, she was the one to tell everyone what sushi place they were going to. And when they went on a detour to
That's
Kanda,
true. I pointed that out to Alidori. He's gonna pop out of the stomach.
girl, that place
True.
was burnt down. Or at least it looked like it was burnt down. Isn't that really suspicious? The place looked like
Oh my goodness.
it got burnt to a crisp.
She sent a secret message to Barum saying you gotta burn down that whorehouse because Denji's going there.
Maybe something the flamethrower hybrid would do. And how would Barim even know which sushi place to be at? Obviously, he did all that because of Death's orders. They were still working together even until Barim got eaten by Chainsaw Man. The reason Barim was at the school was because Death had him there. The reason why Death didn't associate herself with Barim or have Barim in the same room as she, Fami, and Miri were at was because Denji was there. If Barim was there, Denji wouldn't want to work with Death and immediately distrust Death and everyone else at the school. But why would Barim even work with Death to do all that? Well, he's simply a Chainsaw Man fan.
Also, why are we calling her Death? Embarrassing.
Barim's role in a meta sense is that he is an average Chainsaw Man fan, or just the average shonen fan. Barim made a request for Denji to transform into Chainsaw Man. To
That's
suffer,
true. He
to
did
die
want Denji
over
to
and over
transform
again,
and be a
but always
cool
getting
guy
back up to
again.
fight again and again. He's
But it was obviously lying, so. That video was like a recap video, but with like little details that not everybody would remember, so that was kind of okay. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go inside and eat some food, and I'm gonna, good video. You would like that video better than the one before it, Elitari. You're an idiot. I'm leaving now. Laptop's going flat. I'm going to work on my video for the next 2 days that I have off. So don't anybody try and make me stream, okay? And if I stream, just remember I have a big failure. Don't forget it. Okay.